on stage, off stage, at a boardroom meeting, in a conference, name the location, it does not really matter. If you lack communication skills, you're always going to feel uncomfortable, even if it's a one-on-one conversation with a good friend, or even facing something that is absolutely crucial, like an interview. Communication skills is the most important element that everybody is looking for. Why are they looking for good communication skills? Let's understand this. Communications connect one another. They bring you and groups of people together. They help you bring about the message that you have and what it is that you want to bring out of yourself in order for people to have faith, trust, and understand what it is that you understand differently. Communications help understand the differences and the similarities of people. Join the ICP.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our Facebook YouTube live, and today we have an interesting topic as well, which is the International Students Day. Of course, we have different celebrations for different let's say people and memories and a day in a history. So there are different reasons for us to celebrate a specific day, and I'm pretty sure students is related to an historical event. And it's also extremely important for us to recognize how much students are contributing to the development of the country, right? So they are the future of the world, of each and every country. So whatever we are learning right now, whatever things that we are teaching others, and whatever activities we do, everything is going to impact the future. If you are receiving bad education, the country is going to face the consequences in the future, because just imagine a bad leader becomes a president. So that's how important a student's life is, the things that a student learns. So let's celebrate this day, the International Students Day, to recall all of those great moments, maybe in the history and also the future, and whatever we are learning today, right now. By the way, I'm super glad that a lot of people are now showing interest in public speaking, because it's fundamentally something extremely important for the young learners to develop. No matter how much you learn, if you're unable to express what you have learned from your childhood, it's going to impact your future. It's more like, if you can become a leader in your 20s, if your communications is not good, it's more likely you will be becoming a leader in your 30s or 40s. Just a waste of time, right? So why not improve our communication skills as soon as possible, so we can reach higher places at a very young age. That's my point. I want everyone to reach bigger places at a very young age. All right, without any further delay, let me invite our first speaker. Let's see if Thulaib is ready. Thulaib, over to you.
International Students Day. Did you know that there are over 225 tertiary students in the world, from 100 million in 2000? International Students Day is celebrated on the 17th of November. This day is dedicated to the people who fought for the right to be educated. It is also there for the birthday of the former President Abdul Kalam. The dedication put by the people to educate themselves is largely respected on this day. We should be thankful on this day, for we don't have to fight for our education. It is available free on the internet. Because of their dedication, the world is now a better place. Educated and impact the future. Thank you. I'm Tule Bharsha.
All right. Thank you so much, Tulay, for sharing that. And by the way, like it's not like old times now. Everyone has access to internet, and there are millions of things they can learn on their own. So anyone can become a student if they really want to learn something. Internet is there. But at the same time, it's important that we have the coaches, teachers, because they can help us improve very fast. All right, up next, Mariam, over to you.
Most people say that students are the future, and very little people say the opposite. A student's life is tiring and boring. So, to make the life of young scholars much better, the International Students' Day was celebrated. The day is celebrated for students to take part in events to make themselves go forward, to talk with other students from different countries or different schools, and also to shape the future for the next generation. And it is celebrated on the 17th of November. Many of the school students fall into stress, depression, anxiety, the list goes on. But that moment of your life is a special moment, as my mom says it, as all other moms say it. It doesn't last long as it sounds. Your life could be happy if you enjoy even the smallest moment with happiness. People may criticize you, judge you, complain you, and even bully you, but that doesn't matter. If you fight against these challenges, you would be one of the most amazing living beings on earth. And it's all up to you to make yourself strong and fight against all the challenges which arise in your life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alia Mariam. And of course, like education is something basic that everybody needs. So if there's a problem with that, in order for the learners to or the students to get access to education, then it's a big problem. Up next, Senul, are you ready?
Yes,
Okay, over to you.
of November. It highlights the importance of education for all children, and also it is a right to have access to education. Everyone is everyone in the world is a student and has been a student in some point of life. I love being a student. I get to do and learn so many things. Being a student is like being a kid, and kids are treated in different ways. Being a student is not only academics. You have to you have to have a balance of everything. And thank you. And I'm Sinani.
All right, thank you, Senul, so much. And I love that point. As a student, it's not just focusing on the academics. You have to start practicing the life balance. Are you having enough time to learn? Are you having enough time to play with other friends or have good conversations, spend time with your parents? eat on time, sleep on time, every single thing is important. And if we practice that from a young age, it will help us so much when we grow up. Thank you so much, Senul, for sharing that. Up next, we have Hashifa.
Good evening. I am Hasifa and I will be giving you a speech about the International Students' Day. International Students is a day to pay honor to the students who work very hard for their future careers. So, World Students' Day is celebrated on 17th October, 17th November, which is the birth anniversary of the missile man of India, Dr. Abdul Kalam. This day is celebrated to honor the former President of India, Dr. Abdul Kalam. He was the 11th President of India. He was a scientist, politician, also a teacher. He played a crucial role in the Pokhran II nuclear test in 1998. Because of this success, he earned the name Missile Man of India. He always identified himself as he always identified himself as a teacher. Before he earned his presidential profession, he worked in the Indian Space Research Organization. He also wrote some interesting books, which are Wings of Fire, Ignited Mind, and many more things. So now we have come to know that International Students' Day is celebrated on 16th October, and no doubt he has inspired millions of youth through his works, achievements, books, lectures, and etc. And today also he inspires. He was a personality that will always be remembered. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hashifa. And well said, by the way. So, as a student, it's like you are born newly in this world. You don't know what to learn, who to get inspired by. So, the moment you find the right inspiration, that's when your learning starts. Right? So, everybody needs a purpose. Do I have a purpose to serve people? Oh, yes. Then, okay, now I know which books to read, what kind of people to follow, what kind of community I want to build. So, setting up that purpose is extremely important as the first step for any learner. So, I hope everyone finds the right coach or someone to get inspiration from as well. All right, now I think Tuleb and Talia have got some internet issues. Oh, they are back. Okay. All right. Talia is back on time. Talia, over to you. Share your thoughts.
Good evening, everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about the International Students' Day. So Students' Day is celebrated all around the global world every year on the 17th of October after November. This day is celebrated to commemorate the birth of the former president, the DRAPJ Abdul Kalam. In 2010, the United Nations declared it as International Students' Day. Also, did you all know many children had fought for their rights of education? That is why this day was mostly for that reason. But now we still celebrate, even though we can get education with just a click of a button by searching in Google or Chrome or anywhere else. And most of us won't value this opportunity. Has anyone heard about Malala? So Malala is a Pakistani and she fought for the rights of for girls' education.
And Malala also risked her life because she thought education is very important. Because most of us think education is very boring, but those children think that it's very useful for their lives. I hope you'll learn something new and Tari.
Okay, thank you, Talia, so much for sharing your thoughts. Again, such great level of research, and also all of you did not fail to share a very valuable message to everyone. And by the way, so we are going to have a milestone event real soon. So all the current learners will be delivering their final speeches in front of a large audience, and that's when they will be getting certified as well. So if anyone here who is watching this video on YouTube or Facebook, anywhere, if you're interested in enrolling your kids or children to this public speaking program as well, good thought. So do not delay, just find the number below. There's a phone number here, so you can drop a WhatsApp message and then we will get back to you. And yeah, so we'll see you all tomorrow at the same time, 5 o'clock. And until then, I'm Anderson Haran, everyone. Bye bye.
Colombo, are you really good with ideas but need help with expressing and presenting it to your team or an audience or a group of people, whatever you might call it? I have had these similar problems too. Sometimes we know what to say, how to say it, but the struggles to express it to an audience is tough to understand, and expression becomes almost impossible. I needed help. We need help. Practice, and most importantly, coaching. Now I am able to express myself. I am trying to master the skills of presentation, but perfection is a process and it's a journey. Anything to become a public speaker and to be confident is my game, and I like to do it. So do yourself a favor. Join me, click the link and sign up, and I shall be able to give you a free consultation on how we can go about the next